Hello everyone, hope you're all having a lovely day today. So it has officially been 1 year since I've had this channel or been actually doing stuff on this channel. I had it for a little bit before. I only had like 2 videos and they were extremely cringy. They have been deleted. But since it's been a whole year, I thought it'd be fun to kind of just do a little, I found this 50 random facts about me YouTube tag on the internet, and I thought it'd be something fun to do for you guys to kind of get to know me better since I've been on here for a year and I don't really talk about myself ever. So let's jump right into it. Number 1, name. Jack. Number 2, zodiac sign. I don't really believe in the whole astrology, zodiac stuff. I feel like Christianity and astrology don't really mix. But when I was 14 and 15, I was like really into it for a really long time. So technically my star sign is a Scorpio, but I don't like follow it or keep up with it. Number 3, nicknames. Whenever me and my friends play Jackbox together, I always choose the name Jay Quellen. 4, 3 things I love. God, obviously. But 3 random things would probably be music, animals, and adventure. 5, 3 fears. Really loud noises. Like one time when I was little, I went to this hotel that had like a parrot and I like wouldn't go by the pool ever because there was a parrot there. Like loud noises just don't, I can't do it. Insects and the unknown. I'm kind of afraid of the unknown. 6, last song I listened to. Let's check Spotify and find out. Lamb's Wool by Foster the People. I really love that song. It's like a very nice, like, late night, relaxing vibes song. 7, your high school GPA. I want to say around like a 3.4 or 3.5, like the B plus A minus area. I did a lot better in college than I did in high school. 8, what you ate today. Nothing yet. 9, number of siblings. I have 2. 10, favorite vacation. I think my favorite vacation that I ever went on was when me and my family and my cousins went in an RV cross country. I absolutely love like road trips and like packing everything into a car and going, and the fact that we did it in an RV just made it that much more exciting. So I would say that's probably my favorite vacation that I ever took. 11, the reason I started making YouTube videos. 1, to break down misconceptions about mental health, homosexuality, Christianity, all that kind of stuff. And also to help people feel not as alone in their struggle with mental health or homosexuality or all that kind of stuff. 12, dream vacation. Ooh. Italy or Portugal. 13, something I really want. For my friends to be saved. I have a lot of friends who aren't Christians because, like I said, I went to a really big state university. It wasn't Christian. And so I do have a lot of friends that are non-Christians, and I really would love to see them saved. 14, what my significant other likes most about me. Skip. 15, meaning behind my channel name. I wanted it to be very short and easy to remember. I know it's very cringy because I wanted to do like Christianity and conversations, but that I thought was too long, so I just shortened it to Christian Convos, and for a while people thought that was my name. They were calling me Chris before I actually told everyone that my name was Jack. But yeah, just Christian Convos because it's short, simple, and pretty self-explanatory and a little bit cringy. 16, my favorite movie, Fantastic Mr. Fox. 17, my favorite song. It is so hard for me to pick favorites with anything, but especially music. So I actually have a Spotify playlist called Songs of All Time, which are just a few of my favorite songs ever. And just off the top of them, we have Lost in Yesterday by Tame Impala, More Than This by Roxy Music, Chocolate by Jupiter, Blue Ridge Mountains by Fleet Foxes. Oh my gosh, there's so many on here. Can I Believe You by Fleet Foxes, Lamb's Wool by Foster the People. Honestly, this topic I could just talk about forever. If you're someone who loves listening to music or talking about music, let's hang out. I love just listening to music, talking about how it makes you feel and all that kind of stuff. 18, my favorite band. Okay, again, really hard for me to choose. If we're talking like 80s, then probably like The Police or Duran Duran or Hall & Oates. But in terms of like modern day music, then I would say probably Foster the People or Fleet Foxes. In terms of Foster the People, I feel like a lot of people forget about them because they just had that one hit song, Pumped Up Kicks, but they actually kept making music after that, and a lot of it's really good. And then I wouldn't consider myself a fan of this person, but I think Ava Max just has a very amazing voice, and I think she's just very talented. 19, 3 things that upset me. When people are ignorant, when people think they know things that they don't. I don't know. It takes a lot to really upset me. But I guess like when people are upset, when other people are upset. 20, 3 things that make me happy. I don't know, I feel like this kind of ties into the 3 things that I really love, which would, like I said, be like music. Music, I feel like, has such a powerful influence on emotions. I really like food. Food makes me happy. And, oh, nature. I love nature. I love being outside. 21, the last movie you saw in the theater. I don't really go to the movie theater ever. So I would say, I think it was like The Incredibles 2 or like Mary Poppins. I literally can't remember because I never go to the movie theater. 22, someone I miss. I would say probably my friend Rachel from college. She's studying abroad in like the Netherlands right now, and so I haven't seen her since. So I would say I miss her. 23, someone I love. Oh, I don't know, like everybody. I feel like a lot of the people, most people that I meet, I just love them because I tend to be a people person. I really like people. But in terms of someone specific, I don't know. Probably my best friend Issa. You guys know her. She's the best. 24, do I have kids? No, I don't. I have guinea pigs. 25, how many hours of sleep did I get last night? I would say probably like 8. I usually go to bed and wake up at the same time every day, which is I go to bed usually around like 11:30, and I usually wake up around 7:30-ish. So that's, I think, a healthy 8 hours. 26, something you miss from your childhood. Oh gosh, kind of just like everything being awesome all the time and just that like never really having to worry about anything ever in the world. 27, a book you could read over and over. So many. But I would say the one that I probably go to the most is probably Catching Fire from the Hunger Games, because that book I can just read. Like, I feel like it's just so good. 28, something I got in trouble for as a child. Talking. I got sent to the principal's office in first grade for talking. First grade. 29, 3 things that annoy me easily. Oh gosh. People who are very ignorant and arrogant. I don't know, I can't really think of a third. I'm like drawing a blank here, of course, because I'm on camera. 30, my favorite animal. Oh gosh, this is another one that I like so hard to pick favorites for. I really love cows, but I also really love wolves. I really like tigers. I like deer. I don't know. I love a lot of animals. I love just animals in general. 31, my pets. I have a dog named Murphy. He is a spaniel poodle mix, but more poodle because he just acts more like a poodle. And I have 2 guinea pigs, Milo and Emilio. 32, one thing I've lied about. I don't really lie that much because when I was in kindergarten, my kindergarten teacher kind of scared us into never lying because she was like, honesty is the best policy. She would scream that at us all the time. Actually, the other day, this is, again, like, evident, and my mom knows that I can't lie. And I think I told her, like, she was getting on my case about, like, calling somebody back. She was like, did you call them back? And I was like, yeah. And she was like, did you really? And I was like, no. So I did kind of lie, but, like, instantly like caved because she knows that I can't lie. 33, something that's currently worrying me. I'm trying to get an appointment at the doctor's office and I don't really know what's wrong with me. I don't think it's anything serious, but I don't know. I'm kind of like anxious to hear what is the problem, if there is one, or if I'm just overreacting. 34, an embarrassing moment. I was a very cringy kid growing up, so there's honestly too many to name, but actually just yesterday at work, I was like, I don't want to say making fun of a customer, but in the guitars department, every single person is like exactly the same. A guy who's 50 to 60 years old who wears his mask below his nose and like all of them walk with a hunch. So my friend was in the guitars department. And so I walked in pretending to be one of those people to like, I don't know, scare them or whatever. So I walk in and as I'm literally walking in, pretending to have a hunch and wearing my mask below my nose, I like trip, and it wasn't even like the small trip, it was like the running trip where you're like still going because you can't regain your balance. And literally as I'm like in the air, I didn't hit the ground, but as I'm in the air like flying, my friend from behind the desk is just like, that's what you get. 35, where I work in a music store. I'm actually leaving soon because I'm going back to grad school for my master's in clinical mental health, which I'm super excited about. But I am working in a music store because my undergrad was in music industry and management / business. 36, what my last text message says. It was literally, I literally know because last night I sent it to my friend Issa, and it was literally just me saying blarf, which means I'm going to throw up, but we just talk weird to each other sometimes. I even forget what it was in context too, but I remember I read it and I was like, oh gosh. 37, 3 bad habits that I have. Procrastinating, rolling my eyes. I roll my eyes a lot. And I can be kind of judgy at work and I feel really bad. It's something that I'm definitely working on, but if you couldn't hear from, like I said, the story of when I was at work and pretending to be an old man in guitars, I can be sometimes judgmental and I am working on it. I know that I have a problem with that. And like I said, working on it. 38, my future goals. I don't even know. I guess to try and get as many people saved as possible. 39, my pets. Didn't that question already get asked? I'll skip that one. 40, my favorite stores. I don't really go shopping ever, so maybe like PetSmart or bookstores. I really love bookstores. Like, I feel like it's just a very calming place to be. 41, my favorite food. Ah, good question. Like I said before, it's very hard for me to pick favorites for something like as important as this, but I would say probably either Italian food or breakfast foods. Breakfast foods, I feel like, are good anytime during the day. Like, anytime during the day, pancakes sounds like a good idea. Bacon sounds like a good idea. French toast sounds like a good idea. And with Italian food, it was kind of just what I was raised on. My family's Italian, and my mom cooked a lot of Italian food growing up, and so I feel like it just kind of gives you the warm and fuzzies, makes you feel all... And it's all good. 42, what I did yesterday. Trip at work. 43, something I'm talented at. Oh gosh, I'm not good at giving myself compliments. I'm really good at talking. So I guess maybe just like public speaking, like giving group presentations or individual presentations never really scared me growing up. I feel very comfortable in front of a group of people. When I was in high school, I was a drum major, which is basically the one who like conducts the marching band. So I don't know if that has something to do with it. 44, the idea of a perfect date. I'm gonna go Miss Congeniality on this one. If you get the reference, you know what I'm going, you know where I'm going with this. But I would say probably late October or early November, because I really love the fall. All the leaves are pretty. I also really like fall clothing. Like, I love flannels and jeans and boots and all that kind of stuff. So I would say late October, early November. I don't have a specific date, but I would say anywhere in that span would be my idea of a perfect date. 45, my celebrity crush. Not important, skip. 46, something I'm good at. Oh gosh, I don't know. Talking. Actually, I would say meeting new people. I'm really good at meeting new people. I love meeting new people, so I don't know. That, I guess. 47, my favorite YouTube channels. There are honestly too many to name because I love so many different YouTube channels. In the whole Christian community, there's like Renee Roland, Chelsea Bedell, Morris Blackburn, Revivalists for Christ, I'm so sorry, Jordan, Barry Scarborough, Saved Sinner. There's just so many YouTube channels that I really love. I don't know, I love all of them. And then I also really like a lot of homesteading channels, which I know is kind of surprising, but this one channel, One Girl's Rant, I absolutely love her. She's super like motivational, and she hasn't posted in like years, which makes me kind of sad. But I also really love Appalachia's Homestead with Patara and like Becky's Homestead. I love those types of channels for some reason. 48, something I would like to learn. I would really like to learn Spanish. Like, I love learning new languages, and that whole like study fascinates me so much. But specifically Spanish, because so many people where I live speak Spanish, and the amount of times that people have come into where I work and asked if anyone speaks Spanish, and I feel so bad being like, I'm sorry, no, you know, and then we have to get out like Google Translate sometimes, and I feel like that's just humiliating for like me and the other person. Like, you know, I want to be able to talk to them like they're a normal person, because they are. So, you know, I would say I really would like to learn Spanish. 49, best way to spend my day off. If I'm in proximity to my friends, I would say getting in the car and driving to some random location to go exploring. We did that a lot when I was in college. Like, it would be like midnight, and me and my friends would be like, hey, want to like drive to like Pennsylvania or like Maryland or like wherever, like want to drive to Maryland? Like, we would just drive to the most random locations, and that was like the best way to spend your free time, I think. But if we're at home and there's none of my friends around, then I would say probably to read or just hang out. And, you know, sometimes I do go exploring by myself. I need to do that more often. And 50, final question, your favorite cereal. I feel like that is the most anticlimactic, underwhelming question ever. I don't know, I always liked Honey Bunches of Oats and, ooh, Lucky Charms. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. It was very random, but it was something I just kind of wanted to do for you guys to get to know me better, since it's been so long that I've been on here. It's been a year, it's so exciting, and I never really talk about myself, so I just thought it'd be fun for you guys to just get to know me better. If you liked today's video, make sure to give it a like and hit the subscribe button. If you ever have any comments, questions, or concerns, do not hesitate to leave me a comment down below or shoot me an email. Same thing with prayer requests. And as always, have a lovely rest of your day, and God bless.